You always say that I love rowing so much, but there's always that time where you say, oh my gosh, I hate rowing so much. I think it's just when it builds up and you're tired and you've been training so hard for like weeks or months, and you always just get to that point where it's like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, sort of thing. But it's kind of addictive and you always want to go back to it, so yeah.
The RPC stands for the Regional Performance Centre. It's set up by Rowing New Zealand in, I think, about 2000 or so. The RPC acts as a stepping stone between getting into a New Zealand squad, being in the New Zealand system, and club and school rowing. The training is the same, well, near or nearabouts the same as what you do for elite training. However, these aren't full-time athletes, and they still have to work or study around training for the RPC.
It kind of depends. Early in the season it's not too hard, but then towards the end of the season it gets quite difficult. But as your fitness builds up, you don't really notice it as much. But when you're quite in the off season, I find training a lot harder because I'm not as fit and it's quite tiring.
She's her birthday today, so she's not coming. Oh. Yeah. So bad.
Workout today is 5 times 4 minutes on, 3 minutes off with bungees. We'll all row up to the corner again, warm up together. Once we're up there, we'll start the workout and more formal.
Yeah. Mentally, I think at times, you feel this is awesome, I've got such a great group of friends and awesome, it's like that. But then it's quite challenging.
Yeah, she works really hard for the results that she does get, and from what I've heard, her trainings are very intense. But yeah, Lixia's a bit of a legend. She's pretty good.
Well, it's 2 with the bungee and 5 times 4 minutes on, 3 minutes off at 22, 24, 22, 24.
5 times 4 minutes with bungee and singles, and then 2 more without the bungee.
It's as much as a commitment as you want it to be. To be successful, it's a huge commitment. Not only the training time involved, but you factor in that you're tired most of the time from the trainings. It really does consume a lot of your life. But that's if you want to be successful.
Yeah, I'll show you. So put your hands on your row suit and just come forward a little bit. Yeah, but lean back, because that's where you actually finish a bit more. Yeah, so kind of there, maybe, but you'd be leaning back a bit more.
Yeah, trainings are always fun because if you're with a good group of people and they enjoy it as well, it's such a positive attitude. It's quite fun.
She's always training, and she seems to be pulled up in assembly and because she's doing well all the time. So hear about her rowing a lot around school. I think she's a really dedicated athlete.
Yeah, I think she balances everything out really well. She always does her schoolwork and always gets her training and stuff, so I'm very good at it, at time management.
She's good enough where she can put herself in a position to say no to any offer rather than being told no from someone else. At secondary school level, it would be probably the most, one of the sports where you have to commit the most time and effort to it. I know she has the ability to move up to the senior elite level and represent New Zealand. She's got a good chance of that, of doing juniors, which is the New Zealand under-19 team. Because she's so young, she has another chance of getting into that. But I mean, it's really open to her.
Fast forward, non-stop, we have a beaten path before us.
They're competing very, very strongly with the North Island champions, Sarah Smith and Lexi Kerr from Epsom Girls Grammar of Auckland. Epsom now doing a bit of a move, so it's Epsom Girls Grammar over St Peter's School. No, lane 5, it's Epsom Girls Grammar School. Down to the 1750 metre mark. Peters and Ashburton fighting to the finish. Ashburton flying. St Peters, however, are going to get there by about a metre over Ashburton College. Through from St Andrews who jumped through. And then we go back to Ngātawa, across then to Craighead Glasses School and Western Heights.
Girls Under-17 double scull champions for 2013. Epsom Girls Grammar! In this crew, we have Sarah Smith and Lexi Kerr. The time was 7:35.55. The Under-17 champions, Māori history.
When we won, it was just like such a relief that all that work and stuff like that, even though it was hard, just paid off. Being able to say that we've won national title 3 times in a row consecutively was just, I don't know, nobody will ever be able to take that away from me, and hopefully no one will ever be able to beat that. Just the feeling that you get is such an achievement, just striving to win, and then they win. I think they come back just for that feeling. I'm going to keep rowing just so I can find that feeling.
Oh no, yes I do. Keep shaking, mama, I love you. Oh no, yes I do.